Hi, what's up YouTube? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to turn a nasty green pool that almost looks swamp-like or even radioactive to nice and blue and clear. So all I'm doing is using these 4 products you see in front of you today. And if you'd like more information on these products or want to purchase one for yourself, just check out the links down in the description below. But I used about 4 of these chlorinating liquid 1-gallon containers. Usually I use 2, so I super chlorinated it to shock the pool really nice. The best time to shock your pool is going to be definitely at nighttime when the sunlight's not out to dissolve the free chlorine in the water. So if you want the best dose possible, make sure that you brush the pool on the walls and the floor. Also skim up any kind of debris and then shock your pool at night. And then afterwards I use this Algae Guard by HTH. It's actually a 4-in-1 system. You can use it to kill green, black, and yellow algae, and it's fast acting, so it's going to turn your pool from a nasty green looking color to blue and cloudy, and it also prevents algae as well. All right, 24 hours later, this is where we're at. The pool is nice and blue and cloudy. It's no longer green, and we achieved that by running this stuff for 24 hours. It's HTH Super Algae Guard. If you want to check out this awesome product, just check out the links down in the description below. But all I did was I applied it all throughout the pool in different areas and in the skimmer. So I have some really good delivery of the product, but we use the initial dose, which is this one right here. And whenever you want to maintain the pool, you use these doses down here. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to apply the flocculant so all those dead algae debris will sink to the bottom and I can vacuum it up. I'm going to go ahead and put in this flocculant, and basically what this does is it basically helps all debris and dead algae and particles sink to the bottom so you can vacuum it up. So whenever you use the Clorox Sink to Clear flocculant, what you want to make sure you do is set your pool system to recirculate so it doesn't go through the filter. You also want to remove your skimmer basket, and then this pool is 15,000 gallons, and so it calls for basically 8 ounces for every 10,000 gallons, as you can see right here. So I'm going to go over just a tad bit. I'm just going to go ahead and do about 14 to 16 ounces. So I have enough to cover this pool. I'm gonna pour it down the skimmer. It looks kind of purple looking. All right, so I went and put the flocculant into the skimmer there. I'm going to make sure that I run this for about 2 hours. So it's now 5 p.m. in the evening, and I'm gonna turn it off around 7 o'clock or so. So here's my pool pump system here, and this is what I was talking about. Usually it's set to filtration. You wanna switch it over here to where it says recirculate. And then in about 24 hours, when I go to vacuum, I'm gonna go ahead and set this to backwash, so it goes to the sewer, and I'm gonna open up that valve. All right, now I'm gonna bring you over to the skimmer so you can see what it looks like whenever the flocculant is doing its work. You can see like all these little gelatin particles here floating past, and that is the flocculant doing its work. All right, it's been roughly about 24 hours since I put the flocculant into the water, and you can see onto the bottom parts there, and over here you can see all the sediment that is on the bottom that needs to be vacuumed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum this stuff up. So here's the dirty side. I'm gonna vacuum up everything that fell on the bottom of the pool as a result of the flocculant working. So this side here is all done. I'm gonna go ahead and do this part right here so you can see it live in action. I'm vacuuming up and kind of overlapping the next trail. And this is going out to the sewer, backwash. All right, so about 12 hours later, this is where I'm at with the pool, nice and clear. And I use this to finish it off. It's called a HTH Super Clarifier. It's supposed to clear dull, hazy water. And on here, it actually says to run it for about 4 to 12 hours after each shock treatment. Again, if you want to check out any of these products that I talked about in this video today to help fix this pool of mine, just check out the links down in the description below. I just want to quickly go over a few products that really help me to maintain my pool. So I love to use these skimmer socks right here. If you want to check these out, I'll leave them in the description below. But these are great for catching all kinds of debris and even fine algae. Usually you just have the skimmer basket, but you can put this pool sock over the skimmer basket to increase the filtration. This is what an old one looks like that's all dirty right here. And you can see it does a good job of collecting all those debris. And then to maintain my chlorination in my pool, I also like to use this floater that holds the chlorinating tablets. And I like to use this stuff right here. It's called Clorox Pool and Spa Chlorinating Extra Blue. And what it does is it maintains the chlorination and it will fight the pool algae and kills the bacteria as well. I also have a chlorine feeder right over here where I put the 3-inch tablets into, and it runs in line with the pump system right over here. So I'm just gonna give you a quick overview on how I take care of my pool on the weekly. So basically in the summer months, it's more challenging for me to maintain my pool than obviously the winter months, mainly because of algae. But basically what I do is I use a shock at least once a week. You can either use this stuff here or even some of this HTH stuff. There's 4-in-1 shock or even 6-in-1 shock, but you want to get something that definitely can kill algae and help clear the pool up. I use that first, and then I also use this algae guard either to kill the algae or to maintain and prevent algae from growing. And then I finish it off usually with this clarifier here. But it's most important to check your stats on your pool, how it's doing. So I have these test strips here to check for the pH and the chlorine levels. And then I also use this little skimmer sock to put into the skimmer there to catch all the fine debris. And then this is my pool brush that I use to brush off the walls and the bottom of the floor, so I can help suspend all that debris and stuff so that the pool can filter it out. And then this is my skimmer pool basket that I use to catch all the leaves and debris off the top of the water, even on the bottom of the water. And try to run your pool for at least 8 hours a day or as needed. Obviously you don't need to run it as long in the winter time compared to the summer months. But in addition to that, I also have let's take all this stuff down. I have a vacuum hose right inside here. And what I do is maybe about once a month, I'll just vacuum the pool out. I have a video on this little canister here. You can check that out in the link in the description below if you want more information on it. I basically use a skimmer sock, put it in this basket, and it helps me filter out everything. Anything that I can't catch in this basket, if I ever use the flocculant right here, if the water is very cloudy and I'm trying to catch all those debris, I'll use this flocculant to make everything sink to the bottom, and then I'll vacuum it out and do it to backwash so it goes out to the sewer. We're going to be using this awesome device here. It's called a leaf canister. If you want to check out this awesome product, which I stand behind because it does what it's supposed to do, just check out the links down in the description below. It is awesome. So this is what you have to do. All you have to do is take off the top part of the lid, and then you can either use it the way it is, which I would not do. I would just go ahead and get a nice little pool sock that you usually put in your skimmer basket and insert it into this leaf canister, because it's going to do a better job of getting rid of all the extra debris and everything off the bottom of the floor. After you tighten everything nice and snug, and make sure you don't over tighten it because you don't want to risk cracking the plastic, just make sure that you have this thing in line into your vacuum hose, and make sure that the blue part where the lid is at is where the water will be getting sucked into, because you want everything to catch in the basket. To get started, I just made sure that I had my pool pump on the highest setting, which will allow for the best suction power. And basically I like to evacuate all the bubbles out of my suction hose by connecting it to a outlet in the pool, so it'll shoot all the bubbles out. Then once I get everything all connected and situated, I'll just take my time and vacuum slowly so I don't disturb all the dust and debris on the bottom and it gets sucked up. And basically you just take your time and go along the edges, and then I like to work my way into the middle. Alright, after about an hour of vacuuming, I'm going to show you what's inside this leaf canister and what all the debris and everything that this thing caught. So check this out. Now you can see all the different types of dead algae and the leaves and maybe even some bugs and a bunch of sand in there.
So this thing really does the job. It really collects everything off the bottom of the pool.
Well, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed my quick video on how to turn your green pool into a blue clear one. So if you want to check out these products, like I said before, check out the description below. And if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments down below. But please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And as always, thank you all for watching.